you can close and it's detected with gesture that you go close and you can type in like, or you type in. And with this camera, where the gestures are recognized, you can do even other things. For example, you just draw a circle.
What he's doing there. His finger.
That's for volume.
That's for volumes.
Increases or decreases the radio volume depending on whether you're rotating the camera.
Now, what about for air conditioning and heating?
There is no functionality behind it because you have
you have regular knobs.
Yeah.
So this is for media only.
Yeah, it's for media and some shortcuts. For example, you get a phone call. I'm simulating now a phone call, and it shows you here what you can do with gestures. So I want to accept the call. And you accept it.
He just did there by point.
You want to decline the call.
Accept the call.
So
but you can also, by waving his hand,
when you get any pop-up, whatever, you can just decline it. And there's another gesture, the last one we have, it's like the two gesture we call it. And with that one, you can start the navigation back home. So you can do it again.
You can just stop it. But the key thing is
starting navigation back home. But you can even change it. You can say whatever here, just 3 examples, display on off. Just do it like that and the display switches.
So the 2 finger is the signal for what?
It's for the functionality you would like to have behind. You know, there's a list and you just choose what you like. Like a bookmark button. Like,
okay, and if you go up and down, does it move that?
Yeah, this works as well. I can show you the best way. Here you go to the list of things.
And you're not actually touching the screen? Or?
I'm touching the screen. So you cannot control everything with gesture recognition. It's just a few basic things, because we don't even want to overload the user, you know, with new things. And it's just some basic things, useful things. What you can.
So have you used this in an actual vehicle while it's on the road?
Yeah, of course. We're making tests with several test drivers who are going around, and we're collecting data how it works and how it works even while driving.
Now, is it easier for you to use the hand motions after you get used to them?
Sorry.
Okay, do you like using the hand gestures or do you prefer using the wheel?
Well, I like the gestures. For example, in my test car I have, this is for next song. So I have like a list of songs and I go just through and say, okay, next song. So this is for me really comfortable. Or you're just, I don't know, you use just simply the finger rotating for changing the volume.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Navigation. That probably in this kind of weather you'd be doing right away. Open your sunroof, okay? So it's a really simple gesture and Niels is going to help you out. You're going to put your right hand up, right where you would expect the switch to be for the sunroof, okay? And then just slowly slide back. Alright, so what she did, as you can see through the windshield there, she just took her hand and simply gestured back like this, just swipe back. And intuitively, she knew that by swiping forward, it would close again. So that's the key here. We're not just showing some new technology, we're showing something that people will understand and be able to use right away, right out of the box. Okay, so as I said, we have a couple screens inside the car. The first one is this high-res display. It's a 12.8-inch screen inside the car. Obviously, this one's a little bit bigger. And you can see exactly what's going on. So we'll start off by setting the mood a little bit, by changing the color theme inside the vehicle, all right? So Niels is going to show her how to do that, and what's happening now is he goes into a menu and he's able to see the whole rainbow of colors as you see on the multi-touch slider right here. Now, what's your favorite color, Danielle?
Purple.
Okay, purple. No problem, we've got that color. She could have said any other color, she could have said orange, green, pink. Alright, So we're set. What happened now is once she selects that color, the inside of the car, so the LEDs that are built into the door sills here and in the back of the car and the footwells and even the theme of what's going on inside the menus there is also changed to this color. So now we're comfortable. Now we can start listening to some music. So Niels, hook us up with some tunes, please. Some music. Oh, we changed our color. Oh, we went from pink to purple. Okay. So now we're going to go to some music. And this is where the next gesture comes in. The next interaction with the vehicle that very intuitively you will be able to use. So we're turning it up a little bit. And as you can see, they've already started doing some things. So what they're doing is, as they're listening to a song, all they have to do to change it is take their hand and swipe it across the screen. Next song. Very, very simple. And they're not touching the screen. That's the important part. But should they want to go back to the home screen at any time, they just take two fingers and start at the right side of the screen and swipe across. Now we're back at the home screen. All right, we saw at the home screen there was a weather forecast there, okay? Right now it's just telling you the temperature outside, but if we want more complexity, we're all familiar with this movement right here. I'm sure all of you have very strong thumbs and pointer fingers from this. Okay, so we want to bring out the complexity, we spread it, and if we want to bring down the complexity, we pinch it back together. Again, very simple. So that was an actual interaction where we're touching the screen. And should you need to touch this bottom screen right here, there's an extra feature we've added. So this is the control center, and this is adaptable. It changes to what you're doing at the top here. And should you need to change something while you're driving, all you have to do is put your hand on it, but we don't want drivers to be distracted while they're driving. We don't want them to take their eyes off the road. This is also a safety feature as well as a convenience feature. So Danielle, as you put your finger on that top screen, a little bit higher up, okay, what do you feel when you put your finger there? Okay, so if you start on the left side, you kind of slide across from button to button. Okay, she says she feels a little bit of a bump, so it's haptic feedback. And what that is for those of you that don't know, is a button comes out of the screen and comes to meet your finger. Okay, and then as she presses it, you hear a sound and also a bit of a feedback. So just like you would feel a button, and again, that is a safety feature as well as a convenience feature, because while you're driving, the last thing you want to do is look down and then take your attention off the road. Well, let's just say you don't want to touch any screens and you don't want to interact with this vehicle using screens at all. We've taken care of that as well. So next, Niels is going to show her, and I'm going to show you, because this is the most important part. Interacting using only hand gestures, never touching anything. What we've done is we've installed a camera in the top of the car, and it recognizes your hand with this motion right here. So you just hold up your hand like this, and then Niels will show, after he holds up his hand like that, he can then point to something in the control center. So this bottom screen that we were looking at earlier, you just point to the function that you want in that control center, and then once you want to select it, you air click, something like that. And then it selects exactly what you want to adjust. If you want to change a song, if you want to change your navigation, you can do that here. And you can do it with, again, something so intuitive and so simple, an air click. All right. So what do you think so far? She says it's really cool.
So for example, this one works with, we have a basic camera right here.
Okay.
And this camera, it's just an off-the-shelf regular camera that you can buy at any store. You put it in here, you put our software on it, and what it's doing, it's a markerless motion capture. It's marking key points on my face and making a 3D model of my face live right now as we're doing this. And with that 3D model, I'm able to look at different screens and highlight them. So if you see up on the HUD, I'm looking at temperature, and then I can all go down and I can highlight.
So as you move your head, it highlights the different parts of the panel?
Correct.
Now, would that be projected on the windshield?
Right, so this is simulating a vehicle HUD. And then using our gesture technology, I'm able to interact with whatever I'm looking at. So if I make a knob motion.
Oh, this is the one where you turn the knob.
Right, so I'm turning the knob and adjusting the temperature up and down. I can also look at yours and adjust your temperature up and down. And then if I look down at my infotainment screen, I'm able to point and highlight different sections with basic commands in order to access different menus.
So this is fairly easy to do while you're driving once you memorize it?
This would be more towards where the vehicle starts implementing some autonomous features. So that way you're not tilting your head away from the road while you're driving. This would start being able to, once the vehicle starts driving itself, you're able to look and use your head to control things. And once you get good at it, it gets really quick and you're able to really optimize your time in the vehicle.
But didn't